It's the last week of the regular season, and I've got a very special guest filling in for Nick Parsons, my regular co-host. I've got Craig Trapp, the boss. What's up, Craig?
Excited. Last week of the NFL, but, there's a silver lining. It's not the end of football yet. We got the wild card next weekend. We got the playoffs the weekend after, the divisional round. And then let's cross our fingers. We're going to get to the Super Bowl without any hiccups in the playoff schedule.
Right. No kidding, huh? All right. Well, we do have another guest with us today. We've got Kurt Alexander coming into the room. Kurt, and we'll give him a second. Kurt, how's it going there?
Oh, it's going great, Allie. How's it going, Craig? Yeah, really excited about this last week. Last week of the NFL season, you usually have some surprises. I know you guys remember a couple years ago when Cincinnati pulled off that shocker against Baltimore, getting them out the playoffs. I was actually on Cincinnati that game. I'm excited to see what happens this week. Hopefully it's not your Texans trying to play spoiler, Allie. We had to talk about this. Just get ready for the offseason. Nobody needs to get hurt this game. Just, get ready for the offseason.
Right. Well, we'll see what happens. They still got to play the game. Picks and Parlays View crew, give us a like, give us a subscribe, and hit that bell for notifications so y'all never miss one of our live pods or free pick videos. And drop us some picks, what your picks are, into our comment box. Let us know who you like. Guys, we're going to go through 4 games. We're going to do the Dolphins at the Bills, Packers at the Bears, Cards at the Rams, and the Seahawks at the 49ers. And Kurt has dropped right off the face of the planet. So we'll start with you, Craig. So Dolphins at the Bills. Now this line has kind of moved all over the place. I saw it was Rams -4. Then it was a pick 'em. Now it's Bills. Oh, sorry, not Rams. Bills -4. Then it was this. So it's been all over the place. Same with that total. And I know last night you were telling me has stuff to do with Roethlisberger. So what's the deal with the Dolphins and the Bills? What do we need to know going into this game?
Well, it's an adverse effect from what we've seen. Pittsburgh isn't going to play Ben Roethlisberger and several other starters. So basically, Pittsburgh's saying, go ahead, Cleveland, you beat us. We'll be healthier. We're okay with Buffalo getting the number 1 seed. Because if Buffalo and Pittsburgh both lose, Buffalo gets the second overall seed, which means they get the lowest team in the of the wild card team. So I think it's a pretty big deal for Buffalo. I think Buffalo would like to win, but I don't think Buffalo is going to be all out there killing themselves to win, because you just don't want to get anybody injured and go into the playoffs. So unlike most years, that second seed would get a bye. No bye this year. There's three wildcard games and teams in each division.
So you said there were only 4 last year. This year we are getting 6. So that is pretty exciting. Right. I've got Kurt here. He's back. Let's see what Kurt has to say about this. Dolphins at Bills, Kurt, what do you like here?
Yeah, I think I agree with you, Craig. I heard the tail end of what you were saying. As far as the Bills' motivation, they pretty much know Pittsburgh. They're not going to try to win their game. So Buffalo's pretty much got that number 2 seed locked up. I was worried here backing Miami just because of the quarterback play. Fitzmagic is Fitzmagic most of the year, but not really in January outdoors. And that's where he's going to be playing here. So if the Bills do play their starters, I could see the Bills winning this game, but I don't think they're going to play their starters the whole game. I think they'll check the score for Pittsburgh, make sure that they have it locked up, and then you'll see them putting in subs in the second half. So I'll take Miami here.
All right.
I was thinking under. You know what I mean? I was thinking under, you guys, because here's what I'm thinking. Buffalo would because you can't rest everybody. These rosters are not deep enough in the NFL. It's unlike college football where you have a full second unit. You can play a full second unit defense and offense, special teams. You don't have that in the NFL. So they're going to have to play some players on both offense and defense. They just want to get out healthy. So I'm thinking they're going to try to run the ball. And we know that's playing right into the hands of Miami. I think it's going to be a lot less points than what this total suggests. We've seen this total come down. I believe it was open at 48, now 44.5. Yeah. I'm thinking this game is I think the Dolphins will win 20-17. So I think the under is a pretty easy winner here.
All right. Chris says Miami. Craig says the under. There's your free pick there. We will recap them at the end. Y'all, my steady view crew knows that's against my policy, but I'm going to do that for y'all. All right. Not on my free pick videos though. I've got a good free pick video coming tomorrow morning, guys, around 9 a.m. Vegas time. If you want some college basketball picks, I got like 10 of them for you. All right. So we're going through Packers and the Bears. People at home, like, subscribe, hit the bell for notifications, and leave your picks and your plays in the comment box. All right. So Green Bay minus the 5.5 here. The total's at 52. What do you got, Craig?
Well, I think the key in this game is, Green Bay wants to maintain that overall number 1 seed, meaning they need to win this game. Obviously, Chicago needs to win. I mean, if they have any chance of getting into the playoffs, they have to win this game. So I was like, I kind of think, I know the first game was really high scoring. It was just, 3 or 4 weeks ago? I kind of think of the under here. I just think both teams are going to try to run the ball. We also see weather play a big part, obviously, in cold and windy Chicago this time of year. So I was thinking under in this one as well.
All right. What do you got, Kurt?
All right. I'm going to jump in the car with you with the under there, Craig. The Bears defense, something to hang their hat on. I don't trust their offense. They are running the ball more. Trubisky isn't turning the ball over as much. But look at the teams they played in the last few weeks. They've had a pretty cupcake schedule, and you do have a Green Bay team that is motivated. I think Green Bay takes control of this game early and grinds it out with their now 3-headed running back, now that A.J. Dillon has made an appearance. Yeah, I definitely like the Packers here, and I like the under in this game as well.
All right. I love a good consensus. That's like the valuable stuff, right? What?
Hey, question, Allie. How many points would you, or what price, I would say, would you have to take to bet Chicago here? Home underdog last week in a must-win spot. Plus 200, would you bet it? Plus 250, what would it take?
My very favorite number to take is a plus 185, but I think I'd need like a plus 420. Like I would need like a good one, a real juicy, sink your teeth into it kind of thing.
I think if you put these, I always say week 17 is crazy week. Anything could happen. Kurt referenced it. Cincinnati beat Baltimore when Baltimore needed to win. And Buffalo got into the playoffs. What was that, 3 years ago? Andy Dalton became the king of Buffalo. But we see it crazy. I was always like that last week. I like to play some money line parlays because you can see 3 or 4 underdogs winning. And then, $100 wager pays you, 10 times on 3 or 4 teams. So this is one of those teams I would put in there because I could see where Green Bay just mails it in. And I could see where Chicago plays way over their head in this one.
I will say this, Craig, that I have taken this underdog so many times, and that's probably why I'm so quick to scream. I can't tell you how many times I've taken the Bears, and Aaron Rodgers he's 18-5. I guarantee that, I was on at least 16 of those 18 that he won. And I'm just, I think, I understand last week. It seems so tempting because 5's one of my numbers. I love taking the dog 5. But when I saw the Bears and I saw who they were playing, enough's enough. How many times am I going to? Yeah, I just couldn't. That's really my reasoning behind taking the Packers. It's just from my record in this series.
I wonder as a side note in this one, obviously Mitch Trubisky's also playing for a job. I don't think he's going to be. There's no way he's coming back to Chicago. I hear rumors, and I don't know how much is true. You never know, but that New England obviously is going to need a quarterback, and the two that are most likely that are in the NFL right now, if they go with a veteran, would be Trubisky and Matt Stafford. That they might one of those two might end up there. So maybe this is a tryout for not just the Patriots, but any team in the NFL. Because if he gets cut, he doesn't really care where he lands if he gets another starting job.
That's a very good point.
Yeah.
Very good point. All right, guys, let's.
That's sharp right there. That's sharp.
Yeah. All right. That was a bad one. That's what I was trying to do. Okay, so up next, and guys at home, picks and parlays, view crew. Drop your favorite picks into the comment box. We love to hear what you guys are going to play this week. Also, give us a like, a subscribe, and ring that bell for notifications. Now we're going to the Cardinals at the Rams. Now, this was another one where the line just moved everywhere. This one, the Rams opened -4. Then it's pick 'em. Now we have Arizona -3. So, and I know Kyler Murray might have been out. And Goff was going to be out. Now there's a receiver. The Cup guy is going to be out. So what's going on, guys? What do we all need to know about this game before we bet on it?
Well, I think the most important thing is that the Rams are going to be out without Cup, and they're going to be without Goff. So that's the big key. And obviously, both of these teams need this game, and not just need it. They need it to go into the offseason. If you don't make the playoffs, these teams have both stumbled down the stretch. I mean, the NFC was not difficult to get into the playoffs this year, and both of these teams have done everything, including losing to the Jets in the Rams situation. I mean, I thought before that win, I thought the Rams were the third best team as far as all of football to get it, because I thought the NFC is easier to get there in. I thought they're built to beat Green Bay in Green Bay, their ability to put pressure on the quarterback and stop the run. It's just they've fallen apart. So to me, I'm taking Arizona here. I have no faith in a backup quarterback in Arizona for the Rams. I think Arizona gets the win here.
All right, what do you got, Kurt?
Yeah, I can't jump on the Rams. Wolford is the backup. That's the name of the backup. Undrafted out of Wake Forest. He's 6'1", 200. Seems a little slight there to be playing quarterback. We don't have any information on him. We haven't seen him play. I think they're going to run the ball. The Rams are. I think they're going to depend on their defense. Hopefully, their defense can keep them in this game. I'll actually take the points. I'll take the Rams with the points here. It's week 17. Arizona hasn't impressed. Like you said, Craig, they've done everything to kind of keep themselves out of the playoffs. Yeah, I'll take the points here. I'll go with the team. Why isn't the spread bigger? Jared Goff is out. Quarterbacks move the line. True indeed. Why is this only 3? Doesn't that seem just a little too easy?
We have to stop right now for a second. Elliot just said, Tyler, put this on the screen. He just said the Jets are on top. Elliot must live in New York City and must be a Jets fan.
What did he say?
He is a New Yorker. He does live in New York.
They beat the Browns without their whole receiving corps, and they beat the Rams. Had to be on the take. I'm not a conspiracy theory.
You said they're on the take,
but I'm pretty sure. Everybody wants to see Trevor Lawrence do well in the NFL. Everybody thinks he's the next, Andrew Luck, Peyton Manning. Everybody thinks that. No one wanted him to go to the Jets, so it's like the conspiracy theory was in that the Rams had to let him win. And then the NFL, if it wasn't far enough, they wanted to make sure, even if the Jags snuck out a win, that the Jets beat the Browns. So they like the COVID list for the whole Browns roster almost, and then the Jets won. So. Okay, we can go back to it. I agree with you, Kurt. Neither one of these teams are going to go. You're not going to go out on a limb on the Arizona team that has stumbled down the stretch, and you got a backup quarterback for the Rams. So be wary of this game.
Yeah, very wary of this. Why is it only 3? That's all I'm saying. So they're missing their quarterback, receivers out. 3. Okay. Yeah.
But I heard Kyler Murray might be out too. So there's that.
I didn't hear that.
I would just stay away from this game.
People at home. Under in this
you
game.
don't have to bet every game.
I think the under in this game is golden. You got Wolford back there. What's he really going to do against this Arizona defense? Yeah.
All right, what do we got last? What's the next game? Because we can't.
All right, last one. First of all, guys, we do have a promo code. Listen, Craig. This is my show now, sweetheart. All right. No, I'm just kidding. So we do have a promo code. It's 2021, just 4 numbers, 2021. It'll save you 20% at checkout over at picksandparlays.net. That's where you can find Kurt Alexander and Craig Trapp's premium plays. And don't forget, even if the video's over, hit like, subscribe, ring the bell for notifications. and drop some comments into our comment box. We like to know what you think. All right, last one. Seahawks are at the 49ers. Sean Higgs calls them the San Frizona 49ers. I think that's cute. Seattle -6. Total is 46. What do you got, Greg?
I was shocked that Seattle really finished strongly. To be honest, after Seattle's defense struggled through the first 3 quarters of the season, I kind of thought Seattle, they kind of hit after they played the Bills. I was kind of wrote them off because they just looked like they couldn't get out of their own way. They lost to the Rams. I think it was the next week or the week after that. And I just thought the Rams were going to take that division. Seattle battled back. The defense looks a little better, and they're facing a San Francisco team that, obviously has nothing to play for here at 6-9. But if the way I saw is that I don't think they need to win this game. I don't think it matters what happens to them. I don't think they can improve by winning this game per se. So to me, I kind of think San Francisco is a live underdog here. So I was going to take San Francisco plus the points here.
All right. I like it. What do you got, Kurt?
That's the only way to go in this game. San Francisco plus the points. Live home dog, playing spoiler, but nothing really to spoil. Like you said, Seahawks are pretty much set in stone. I do like the over in this game. I think that this game will get up there. I think Bethard is going to be starting for the 49ers. Had a good week last week. Division rivals, they know each other. Carson's going to play. Metcalf's going to play. How much? Not sure, but I see this game getting over that total. I like the over.
I guess the only.
What do you think about an over here?
I think the only thing would be, and I'm not 100% sure on this, if Seattle wins, I think they might own the tiebreaker over New Orleans. So guess what? You play the NFC or NFC East. You play the Cowboys so whoever. I'm pretty sure. So you want to be the number 2 seed in the NFC East. If that's the case, I need to look that up. If that's the case, then I might change my pick to Seattle, because obviously to play the Cowboys or the Redskins or the Giants week 1 versus say Tampa Bay probably would have the number. They'd be probably the top. I'm trying to think who's the Rams, right? They might have to play the Rams again. Would that be the case?
So you're saying the Rams get in?
Does the winner of the Arizona Rams get in?
I believe so. Yeah.
No, the Bears are still alive too.
Yeah, Bears. Arizona needs. Hold on, I wrote it down here. Arizona needs. If the Bears win, they're in. Bears win and they're in. But if the Bears lose and Arizona wins, then they're in.
But if the Rams win,
all right.
If the Rams win,
because that would put them.
The Arizona's actually number 8. Yeah, if the Rams win, they're in. Yes.
Yeah, so the Bears need a win, which is they're playing the Packers, and they need Arizona to win at the Rams. So tough spot, but I definitely think I don't know who owns the tiebreaker between New Orleans and Seattle, but that would be a huge, important matchup because everybody's licking their chops if they got to place the Cowboys, the Redskins, or the Giants.
Do you think that would be more appealing to the 49ers then, knowing that Seattle has something to play for?
I think it comes down to Seattle. To me, I always think it's the good team and their motivation more than the bad team's motivation, because we've seen it. Teams just, you get off to that bad start because you just think you're going to go through emotions and win the game. And all of a sudden, you give the other team hope. These guys are all professionals.
Right.
So I'm taking San Francisco, but I definitely am a little worried on that. I need to look that up after the show and see. So I'll have a live show in the morning, so I'll definitely mention that.
When I checked, I just saw Seattle clinched when I checked. I just saw
they clinched their division.
Yeah.
They clinched their division, but I think the seeding for the division winners goes by record, and they would have the same record as New Orleans, assuming New Orleans wins.
Could you guys make me maybe like a Venn diagram just to break it down, just to get our thoughts organized here? Because I'm very confused about who's doing what to who, where, and when. Okay.
Seattle obviously has something to play for, because otherwise they would be resting players.
They would be resting, true. Yes.
They would be resting players. Okay. And also New Orleans must have something to play for, or you would see that line. That line went up, and when it started at 4, now it's a 6.
Right.
So I think both of these teams are playing for the chance to own that 2 seed and face the NFC South or NFC East.
And then what time do these games start? Because you know how some of the games start earlier in the day, and the seating is probably
New Orleans.
Yeah,
New Orleans is a late game. It's a late game, and then I'm sure the Seattle game's a late game.
Would be a late game then. Okay, then if it has playoff implications, then maybe Seattle does have. But I still think San Francisco's trying to play spoiler.
Oh, well, these teams don't like each other. San Francisco, Seattle,
they don't like each other.
They don't. The Arizona not as much. It's those weren't like deep down rivalries from because Arizona's moved division.
Right.
But these three don't really like each other, so I could see that playing spoilers. So hold on, Gus. We found 2 Jets fans in the talk. Did you see this, Allie?
In the same chat. What's up, Gustavo?
I mean,
you rep, baby.
If you're a Jets fan, definitely
loud and proud.
Because we could count them on our hands, I'm guessing, the last few years, how many Jets fans there are. So
I know one here in Vegas, my buddy Ryan, big time Jets fan. Talks about Testaverde all the time.
I do the late night happy hour show with Steve Cofield from ESPN Radio in Las Vegas. Huge Jets fan. Huge.
I think they win this week. I think they win this week. I think they're going to get 3 wins in a row to finish the year. And Adam
Gase might as well.
I mean, they're facing the Patriots with the backup quarterback. So, I mean, it couldn't be any worse than Cam Newton. But, I mean, I guess Belichick came out and said there's going to be tons of changes in the offseason. Like, no kidding. You're not going to go out with Stidham or Cam Newton. Those guys aren't going to be the starting quarterback for the New England Patriots. New England Patriots have, I think it's $51 million, and they'll have the third most cap space in the offseason. So they can really go out and swing for the fences in the offseason.
They won't have Tom Brady, though. So that's the way it's looking. They won't have Tom Brady.
He's in a wheelchair. You don't need Tom Brady. He's going to be in a wheelchair in Tampa for the next 5 years.
I don't know. Right now, it looks like 1-0 Brady. Right now, that's the way it's looking.
Hey, if they did everything. They went all in Tampa Bay this year. If Tampa Bay doesn't get to say the conference finals this year, it's a loss. I think the Patriots, because the Patriots, they didn't have any talent left for Tom Brady to go along with, and they were in salary cap hell. If they'd have re-signed him, it would have been 100 times worse. So if you look at it, the Patriots went down 1 year, but now the Patriots can rebuild, and they might be good for the next decade. Whereas Tampa Bay went all in. Gronkowski's old, banged up. Brady's old. He's got one knee injury from being done for his career. So it's like, and then we know what's happened when they had, Jameis Winston at quarterback and Mike Glennon before that. I mean, they were terrible, and they've had good talent around them. So to me, they went for it this year. But if you don't win,
their window is this big. That's Tampa Bay's window, like this year. That's it.
And that's a tough division.
Like a dog door, really.
If you're in New Orleans division, they own that division. So to me, they didn't even win it this year. Are they going to win it next year? I would say the Patriot or the Saints are going to come back and win the division again next year. They're loaded.
And the Patriots are going to have to deal with Buffalo and Miami getting better. So all that cap space is spend it wisely. And that's really not the Patriot way either, cap space, to spend money in free agency.
I think that what they'll do is trade, it sounds like Gilmore and all those guys are up for trade. They might try to multiply those guys into a bunch of draft picks and go really, really young. They're definitely going to get a quarterback. Yeah. Probably a free agent quarterback, and I would guess they probably get one in the draft. Maybe not in the first round, maybe the second round, but they always, let's remember when they got Jimmy G, he wasn't like he was, top pick of the draft. So it's like the Patriots always draft well. So I won't be shocked if the Patriots are back next year. Now beat the Bills. Josh Allen is the MVP next year. That's my opinion. He'll be the MVP of the league next year.
I think Belichick
Brady like a 6th-round draft pick.
Yeah, exactly.
Wasn't Tom Brady like a 6th-round draft pick or something? Yeah. I remember that.
Yeah.
I knew something about the football.
All right.
How long do you give Belichick? How long do you give Belichick?
Well, he's going to be there a long time. His kids are coaching underneath of him, so he's saying he's like having the most fun of his life because his kids are with him. So I don't think Belichick's going to. Plus, I think Belichick wants to win one without Brady, so that way people will.
Yeah, I think so too.
Brady or Belichick, and that's what Brady wants too. But Brady's like you said, window when you're a player, you get old and then you can't play anymore. All right, I got one word for you, Allie. Your favorite word.
Yes.
Recap.
Your favorite word or mine? Recap?
Recap.
Recap. I'm waiting for you guys to settle down, okay? Okay, so to recap, I made it all fancy for you. So the recap is both of the boys agree, take the Dolphins plus the 2, and they liked it under that total. They agree, take the Packers under that 52. Craig says, take the Cards minus 3 points, but Kurt says, take the Rams plus the 3 points, and he likes it to go under. And last but not least, we have take San Francisco plus the 6 points. Kurt likes it over. Craig's going to recheck stats, so don't bet on that yet. He's going to do a free pick in the morning. He'll let you know how he really feels. So no one stick that in a parlay right now and then yell at us later when you get it wrong, okay? There's a disclaimer, all right? Y'all get mean sometimes. I'm just saying.
Can you put the disclaimer at the bottom of the screen like they do in like the cigarette commercials
These
back in the day?
are free picks.
Like
You are not paying for them. Do your own homework if you want to yell at someone. No.
They are
We
for
sell premium
entertainment
picks
purposes
over on the
only.
website. You can even get them at a discount. All right. No, we love you guys. Thank y'all so much for participating in the show. Like, we couldn't do it without y'all, and we love all the feedback that we get and the support. So thank you to the Picks and Parlays View crew. You guys are great. Don't forget, like, subscribe, and ring the bell for notifications. Leave comments in the comment box, even if we're done filming. What are you doing with that pen? What's going on? Are you bored over there?
I just noticed that I've lost 2 days in a row, or maybe 3 with my best bets, and I always use this pen. So
get it out.
It's going to be the death of me.
I don't want to see that pen ever again. Get it out of here.
I'm going to say it's the pen's fault. It's the pen's fault. It's the pen's fault.
I have
definitely
a thing.
not my
Like, I
fault.
have to use blue pens. I really don't like writing in black pens because, like, when you're writing on the sheet at the sports book, the blue pops off of it better, you know? I don't know. So I have a thing with blue pens. I need a blue one. Just saying.
Well, if I don't get this over at home in this Oklahoma and Florida game, that pen is going to be massacred.
How's it looking?
They're not hard to break. You can just unscrew them. Elliot agrees. Toss the pen.
They just scored. 23-13. So, I mean, if I don't get, with 4 minutes to go in the second quarter, so if I don't get this over, then this thing's got to go. If not, this is my most favorite pen
how the tide
of all time
right
if it
there?
wins. I don't want to trash it if it's going well. So, all right, hey, Allie, don't forget, you're going to be live. I'm going to be live early tomorrow, probably 9 a.m., maybe 10 a.m.
Eastern time, though?
Eastern Standard Time, I'll be live. I'll be live early, at the latest 11 Eastern Time. So, maybe I really sleep in on, I'm going to be up late tomorrow night.
11 Eastern Time is now running into my live time, okay? Because I'm shooting for a 9 Pacific.
We can both go live. I'm only live for 10 minutes, so I'll be done by 11:10.
Elliot, you come to my live show. Leave him behind. You come to me, Elliot. Elliot's mine.
Traitor.
He loves my lips, all right? My lips don't lie.
Whoa. Yeah.
All right, guys. We're going to wrap it up before it gets too much more out of control. Check out Craig and I both are going to have some live pods going on tomorrow with a bunch of free picks in them. Kurt has free picks over at picksandparlays.net. So does Craig. Check him out over there. Use the promo code 2021 and save yourself 20% at the checkout. All right, guys. I'll see you later. Be good.
All right.
See you.
All right. Thank you.
He's going to watch my show.
Oh.
Bye.